Hey everybody, Jake here, and today we're going to take a look at another ink by Bungbox actually. This is called the Ink of Witch. I imagine they were going for Ink of the Witch, but that's okay. So you can see on here it has a little witch hat and a black cat with a little feather quill thing. It says Ink of Witch in some very cute font. Alright, so this is a standard sailor bottle, just like the last Bungbox ink we looked at, June Bride. So this one also had a plastic kind of reservoir, essentially, in the ink. This one actually has it intact. So let me see if I can show that to you. This is the pen we'll be using today, but I just want to kind of fish this out and give you kind of a look at what I mean. So you can see it's essentially just a little container for the ink, just to help you dip, which is great if you have a smaller nib, but if you have a larger nib, it may not work. Like my TWSBI VAC 700, sorry about that. Here, that nib is too long. Number 6 size nib will not fit in this ink. Fortunately though, the neck on these inks are very wide, and it makes it very easy to fill most pens from. So it's fantastic for that. And we'll go ahead and take a look a little bit more at the ink. So I have it inked up in this hideous kit pen, which I actually have a review for coming out hopefully within 24 hours of this video being uploaded. Let's go and take a look here. Just focus on the paper and get it locked in. So again, this is Bungbox Ink of the Witch, or Ink of Witch, depending on how much you trust their translation. But this is a very interesting ink, and that's because although it looks like it's black, let me show you here, it's actually purple. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up, but it is actually a purple ink. So it's a kind of a really dusty grayish purple, but a very interesting ink on very sheen heavy paper like Tomoe River. Looks fantastic with this ink. But it is kind of a medium wetness, maybe a little towards the drier side ink. We'll go ahead and do a typical dry test thing here. And this is a very pleasant ink to use. It's kind of surprising when you do get the purple out of it, which isn't often because it is a very dark purple ink. Like I said, it's might as well be a black ink with a hint of purple in it, although it is primarily purple. It doesn't always show up just because of how thick the ink typically goes on, and I've tried using this with drier pens, such as my Platinum 3776, and the purple will show up. That probably wasn't 10 seconds. The purple will show up a little bit more, but it's not crazy. You're not going to see it all the time. But it's very nice ink. Very pleasant to use. I haven't had any issues with any of the pens I have used it in. No clogging or anything like that. To cover the price is a bit of a challenge, just because, just like with my last Bungbox ink, you're going to get different prices in Japan versus America. In Japan, I picked this up for about $27, I believe, is how much I paid for them. But here in America, they run anywhere from $40 to $60, depending on who you get them from. They can go up higher on the secondary market, like the Pen Swap Reddit or eBay, stuff like that. I don't know if I pay $50 for this, but it's a pretty solid ink for $30. I like it quite a bit, and when you do get the purple out of it, it's just nice. Let's see if I can show you here what I mean by it coming out purple. So you can kind of see the purple there. Let's refocus. You can see it a little better there. But it's obviously a very dark, almost black ink again. but just some purple every now and then you'll get out of it. So it's an interesting ink. Not one of my favorites, to be honest. I don't use it a whole lot, but every now and then I will. If I'm wanting something a little more interesting than a typical black, that has a little bit more depth to it, I'll usually go for this one. And even as a black, it's really nice. Again, it isn't quite black. When you see it in person, you can see a hint of purple, but it's really, really hard to tell at just a glance. But that was Bungbox Ink of Witch, or Ink of the Witch, and it's fairly interesting. Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I should have a video of this guy posted shortly. Alright, thanks, guys. Bye.